Welcome back to another edition of the BKS Show. Alongside me is old man Louis Batesh.
Yes.
And joining us tonight is Stephen Rudy.
Duty, Rudy!
Well, that's captain of the league.
So the two of you duel it out because Rudy has yet to resign his captainship after you...
All I can do is set the challenge, and then the person that accepts it either is a man or not a man.
Rudy, we have you here for one reason only tonight, and to tell us why have you not relinquished your captaincy?
I gotta be honest, I think you guys are blitzing me here. You guys told me we were gonna talk about this week's game, suddenly you're cornering me into the captainship.
Why have you not relinquished your captaincy?
I spoke at length with the commissioner of the league, and he decided that the league did not approve of the deal beforehand. I don't even know why. This guy making great trying to feel the captain. It's a big deal.
Let's go.
If there's a glare,
Sammy's gonna make me shut it off. Don't make me.
there's a glare. I can see the game on.
Anyways,
Anyways,
we're here to talk about a fantastic week number 5. It was a week that we've been trying to play for about 3 weeks now. Finally, the weather has helped us out. We were able to play a couple of games in Deal and one game in Brooklyn. I was very upset that my game was not in Brooklyn, and actually that was in Brooklyn. I was very upset about that. Memorial Day game should be played in Deal. What do you say?
Look, this was a weird year because we had two rainouts. I think we had a third rainout at the beginning of the year. So Memorial Day, we had to play Memorial Day.
We always play Memorial Day.
We don't always play Memorial Day.
Usually
Last couple of years we haven't. We have played interleague games with the Deal on Memorial Day, which was nice if we can get that back. But Memorial Days are tough because everybody's all over the place. People are away, people are in Deal, people are in Brooklyn, and it's very difficult. And just you're going to inconvenience 2, 3, 4 guys on each team, no matter where you play. You know what? It's softball. It's not the end of the world. You get in your car, you drive an hour, either north or south. There's no traffic on Sunday morning. You go play. It was a beautiful day.
Because you played a Deal, it was a beautiful
day. Well, Monday was nice also. And look, the worst day of softball is definitely better than the best day hanging out with your wife. So don't complain. Everybody complains too much. Stop complaining. We're playing softball.
Okay, so before we hit off the recaps tonight, I want to first say a couple of things. First, I want to push the charities. Let's all remember that there's a better cause of what we play for in this league and what we've done in the past. We've been able to raise over $10,000 the past couple of seasons for very, very
good charities,
good causes in that actually make our community, who we are.
Right.
We're a community that gives charity, and this is another place where we can give it, and we should definitely help out all the causes. The donations have been lacking this season.
They suck.
Let's pick it up.
Get off your ass and write checks out. Send them by email, by PayPal, whatever you want to do. Just send out the charity. It's nice. You need to give.
And again, 50% of all the money that raised goes to the winning team's charity, which is also a beautiful thing.
Which will be my.
Lois, who are you playing for?
I'm not really sure, but they did win the charity lottery by being my team's charity.
Right.
We should let charities bid on Naby's team next year.
Right, yeah, make the charities pay for us. With that being said, there was some... Before we go into the recaps, I just want to say that there was some drama on the guest book this week about Deal, about playing, about this. First of all, I want to say, and if anybody does not agree with me, you should resign from the league. Commissioner Sammy Estes does a tremendous job on the league, from getting the fields ready, from putting the teams together, from making the schedule, to getting the guys to come to Deal, to Brooklyn, to this, to that,
having the
umpires, and dealing with everybody's nonsense. There's nobody else that could do it better than Sammy. So that's without being said, no here, no there.
That's nice.
With that being said,
bravo.
I want to just... my teammate, and I'll call him out, Zul made a comment on the guest book this week. And I'm going to go to Zul's defense on it. he was just trying to.
Don't ever defend.
No, I'm not going to defend it.
That's going down a slippery slope.
He was giving some advice and some constructive criticism that might have been taken the wrong way. And he actually called me to tell me to say, hey, bro, what do you think? What happened? I really didn't mean to say anything wrong. Bash the league. You know I'm this. You know I support Sammy. So I'm going to publicly say it for Zul that he was. He apologizes if anybody read his post in a wrong way. You know, maybe he's not as articulate and as he wanted to be, and he didn't take English, you know, in the school that he went to, so he wasn't able to express his thoughts properly.
English was a third language.
With that being said, again, there's nobody else that runs the league better than Sammy.
Here.
Okay, let's get to this week's games. I'm going to start off with some NAB action, because that's all that your game was all about. I know what it's always about. It's always about NAB. The guy gave up 6 hits in 2 games.
It's ridiculous. He gave up
He's
one
on
run.
fire.
He gave up 1 run on the day and his ERA went up. What's wrong with this guy?
What scores did they win? What were the scores? Final scores?
8-1 and 7-0. Is it time that we decide that he's just too good for the league and he should be banned?
My personal opinion, Nathan's too good for everything. So.
You know what? Before we get into Nathan, I'm going to throw out a little wrench at Lewis, and I don't know how it got approved. That the fact that they were able to pick up Elliot Rishdie for Eli Sakal. Yes, everyone's going to come back to me and tell me you were only playing with 9 players, this and that. I still don't think. I think you should have played with 8 guys. If you have Navy on your team, you should only play with 8.
I don't think that Elliot is, as much as you're making him out to be. I think it was a fair replacement for those 2 players. But looking at the box score, I noticed there was only 3 RBIs in the box score of game 2, and I asked Sammy, and he said, yeah, Elliot Rishdie had 4 RBIs. So it's a tough situation. I guess he had a big day.
Eli Sakal is very good at holding his own.
Eli
Sakal is no Elliot Rishdie.
Eli Sakal had a walk-off hit.
All I can do.
No. He's very good, and he might even be comeback player of the year, most improved player. He's up there for all those awards. But honestly, Eli Sakal is not Elliot Rishdie.
But what Elliot brings to the table is really more of a defensive glove, as opposed to
and tons of speed. It helps. It's tons of speed. And
who was the second player you were missing besides Sakal?
My first baseman, Weintraub, Freddie.
Freddie has speed.
Yes.
I've seen Freddie pinch run for people.
Right.
Freddie, Hussein Bolt, Weintraub.
Right. And who else?
And we were missing Morris Cohen. The older Morris Cohen.
Not
Morris Cohen.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that. I think you're overreacting here. Let's jump into this game. So game 1, I think, is very simple.
Wait, what do you think about the kids? Before you go, I'm sorry. What do you think about the kids?
First, they're nice kids. They're really nice kids.
He felt bad pitching Navy against them.
Second,
they mean well.
The daddy, Shoshan, is a wonderful guy. I got to know him, got to meet him, talk to him. He's not from Venezuela, boys.
Is he defecting? Or
He's from Chile.
Chile, the Chile defector.
Santiago, Chile.
Does he have proper paperwork? Is he in the country for good?
I did not send the Immigration and Naturalization Service to check his paperwork, but they did speak very nice English. So
I was reading on RotoWorld that he might be deported for the playoffs. So if you're in a playoff league, you might want to.
They're nice. They're nice kids. They just weren't. They weren't prepared. They didn't have the right guys on the field. They were calling guys up last minute. Guys were sleeping. Guys were coming in from deal. Guys got off at the wrong exit. As a captain, you got to make sure these are taken care of. Though David Towell's a good kid.
Here's what I got to say about game 1. I'm looking at the box score here, and you 1, 2, and 3 hitters. DK, Mark Braha, and David Farker, all 3 for 4. If with Nathan Vitesh pitching, if your 1, 2, 3 hitters are going to go 3 for 4, there's not a chance that anyone's going to beat you.
Okay.
Hands down. I mean,
I'm not going to argue.
They had a combined 7 runs scored, 5 RBIs. They're hitting like crazy. I mean, if these guys get going, when we played you guys, Farker was in a funk. He looked, gassed at the plate.
Stand up.
Wasn't
Stand up
hits.
1 second. Stand up. Pull your pants down.
You know what's good?
Yeah.
I did
Pull your
wash.
pants down.
I did wash my ass
Come
before
on. Rudy.
the thing.
See how much praise you want to give the damn guy?
I'm just saying that if you give Navy these kind, if these
Listen,
top
listen,
3 or 4 hitters get hits
First
like
of all,
that,
let me tell you,